45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
They would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they? Especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
But no gain. It'll be third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. On third down, Trubisky. Inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. Now a play fake here on third down.
Yo, my shit froze. That's why I was trying to move the quarterback to a little slight little gap on the.
So see what he's moving for. You gotta be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Crikey.
On second down, Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton.
He almost had that though, I see there.
Quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call.
Called the wrong play.
2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Shut up to the line like, what the fuck am I running? What kind of bullshit play is that? Yeah, I got 3 points. I got to think of that. Well, not really, because I suck at kicking field goals with this fucking lag.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
Oh, I swear, I made a video of a preloading screen, but I forgot to send it. Playing the Seahawks user. Fucker was trying to get forced it against me. Fumble, he ran with fucking Russell Wilson. So now I got the ball. I got 3 if I don't miss the field goal. And don't throw a pick on this play.
So it's third
Let's
and
get it.
6, and
Let's
this
get
will
this
be
first.
the 8th play of the drive.
I made a video of reloading speed. Playing the Seahawks here. Who's trying to get forced to force the issue. Playing, made a fumble, he ran with
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's
First down.
Memphis man Anthony Miller.
let's get it.
Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
Felt like Mitchell Trubisky, the quarterback for the Bears, was in the draft room with his general manager because picking up this pass catcher for Memphis, Anthony Miller, made to order for a young quarterback. A nice slot who can make plays like we just saw.
He is fun to watch. Went from being a walk-on at Memphis to completely rewriting the record books out wide. Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. They'll leave it for Cohen, complete.
Flag outside, hell yeah. Late hit. Unnecessary roughness. Half this is for the goal. And automatic.
Tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow. And he did on that play.
Where we go with this one though, boys? He knows, I know it, he knows it. We all know it, but I'm getting my fucking yard right here. Oh, no I'm not. Yeah, I hate. She did all that shifting from this at the end. Motherfucker. This motherfucker. I hate this place. In Madden 18. This was my bread and butter in 17. Or no, in 18, not in 19. So, got me. Yeah, see. Or maybe just people are way better at defending on this. I don't know. But it hurts my soul. Third down, baby. That's been the drive. Let's get them one more. Let's get it one more. So tight. Freaking Reds in the end zone.
Out of the gun, Trubisky.
Don't fumble it! Yeah, baby! Woo! Dude, that's Trubisky. I got lucky, but starting to fall in love with this guy. Oh, 0 passing touchdowns. Shut your mouth, Madden. I don't want it. And I made the fucking PAT. Let's go! Yo, this dude's gonna be pissed. I'm telling you, not only am I streaming it, but I'm winning. I'm not only winning, but I'm winning. Let's go. One more stop. One more stop and it gets tough on him.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points.
Let's go. Big Nick. Careful with the running. He ran well on me. Nope. We're going to go over the top. Oh, I got a push. Oh. 50-50. Great shot. I didn't even see that guy. I was too busy trying to sack his ass.
They were holding their breath, but nowadays they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
I try to make this guy rush, I swear. Baby, run, G, cover, buddy. Too slow. He's definitely passing. I keep picking up a lineman. There you go. Cool. If he keeps running, he keeps doing no huddle. I don't mind that. Not one bit. Hey, get to the line. I hate not being able to be up my plays. Let me get my hot routes on defense.
third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a give to Penny. And this time not quite to the 30.
Loss of... Did he get 3? Oh, loss of 3?
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
Shit. I don't like this one-on-one I got on the middle in the fucking slot. I don't like it. Don't hit your slot guy. Go to Marshall. Oh yeah, hit Brandon Marshall all day. Baldwin? Yeah, that's a good little... I should call timeout. But I'm not going to. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, you trying to get me to fucking get a penalty?
That's their second, so they'll have
what are you doing? What are you doing, big fella?
We'll be right back.
Oh, is this when you gotta go? 30 minutes. Okay. Where's old boy? Old boy needs to hurry up. Oh, and I'm streaming this whole time. You might want to skip ahead if you're at this point. He should be coming back. He went to go pick up his girl. Do 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 do. Put some music. Or podcasts.
Rifles and bombs.
It wasn't just the one bomb.
Yes, right. No, I mean, I'm with you. And the overall look, again, you know, is it going to be perfect with him all year long? No, it's not going to be. He's going to have some, like, Brett Favre type interceptions where you're going to go, man, why did you try to throw that ball across your body at the 3-yard line and get that intercepted? I mean, that's what's going to happen. But he's also going to have 2 times a game where we're going to go, damn, he just threw that ball over the whole damn defense over there, and Tyreek Hill.
Oh, this is a Sims and Left Go
I
podcast.
mean, between Mahomes and Josh Allen, we're going to see records broken, I think, with these balls completely in the air with these two, because they're just. They have arm.
I just don't think Josh has the guy.
No, maybe not. Exactly right. I would say maybe
good
longer down the road. But yes, this offense is going to be very exciting for Kansas City. Yeah, Kansas City just. I don't think they're going to be as good a football team overall.
Kansas City is an amazing team to get fantasy players from.
Yes, I would think
because their defense is going to let up a lot of points this year. You wrote Chris Jones is the only baller really in the front 7.
It really is.
I was looking at some of their rookies they got. They were okay.
Chris Jones.
You like the 57, the linebacker, though.
I do like Freeland Speaks. I do. Yeah.
He was okay.
Yeah. It's just big physical guy. It's like SEC.
Their defensive tackle they got Nana or Nandi, whatever.
Right.
He was impressive looking.
Yes.
I didn't find his movement to be that
No, he
impressive.
didn't do anything special.
But they're a great team because they're going to have to keep putting up points.
I think so.
I feel the same way about the Chiefs. I feel about the Niners. Great fantasy teams. I trust both coordinators. I trust both offensive lines. I like the weapons. And the defense, I don't have faith in.
Yeah, I know. It's scary. I mean, there's no Anthony Hitchens, no Eric Berry in the game.
Right.
But it's still, the overall look is I just don't know if there's enough
They
good
signed
players.
Orlando Scandrick.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if that's
Who
going to
knows?
really matter. I know.
But you liked Calvin Ridley. Very smooth, good route runner,
Yeah.
but not that explosive. I thought even his double move catch.
Exactly.
I went, ooh, that was a smooth move.
It was.
But he didn't get as
Doesn't
much
pull
gap
away.
as I thought he would.
Yeah, I think that's really what it is. I think he's going to be really well-rounded. He's going to be a great complement to Jones and Sanu. He can do everything. But yes, at no point do I think Calvin Ridley is going to be this superstar. Julio Jones, A.J. Green, Mike Evans, Odell Beckham Jr. We're going to go, oh, he might go 70 on any play. No, he's going to be more of a, let's say, Roddy White type of guy. Lots of catches,
Super
really
good
dependable, and do some great things along the way.
Just 2 other game notes before we keep going. One, Cardinals Saints. I thought Josh Rosen really did look phenomenal. but I wrote down that I noticed your concern of having effective mobility. All the other guys in this draft can elude a pass rush.
Yep.
Darnold, Mayfield, and Allen. They're like incredible at it. Like Allen's touchdown, like jump out of the way was great.
Right.
Baker's done it so many times at this point, it's like not even a shock.
Right.
But Rosen, I was talking to Connor Rogers from Stick to Football.
Yeah.
And I said, he's got this Jameis quality about him. I think Josh Rosen has a Jameis Winston quality about him, where he'll get in trouble and he just kind of throws the ball up.
Right.
And it's really scary.
Right.
Like, he had 3 or 4 plays in each preseason game where he's got someone in his face.
On his legs
and
or
he's
something,
like,
he still throws it.
It's either like an intentional grounding or he's just throwing it in people's directions.
Right.
He doesn't have... Like, when I was talking to Darnold, I said, you're not the fastest guy. I said, but your quick steps are amazing.
Yeah.
Like, he got out of Ryan Kerrigan's way in a step.
Right.
Rosen doesn't have that.
No, it's a step slow from what we see in this day and age.
But when he's throwing it down the seam,
it is pure.
it's beautiful.
It is.
It looks like Peyton almost.
Yeah, I hear you. You're right. It's a little bit like that as far as the motion. I think he's really.
And he's built like a Clydesdale.
He looks phenomenal out there. His throwing is. It's pure every time it leaves his hand. It's always a perfect spiral. There's more pop on it than people give him credit for. Even the touchdown throw to Christian Kirk. I haven't watched this game other than the highlights
Beautiful
yet.
catch.
Yeah, beautiful catch. And Kirk sounds like, he might be a guy I was wrong about coming out in the draft because I was not as high on him. But, I'm pretty impressed with what I've seen from Rosen
I
still.
am too.
I mean,
Especially
he was a special thrower.
With some of the offensive line issues in the first game and then this game.
Right.
It's funny, I was watching Christian Kirk and I went, man, I see a lot of Sterling Shepard in his game. And then I see an article in the Arizona Republic that says that is Christian Kirk the next Odell Beckham? And I went, wait, what? And I was like, wrong receiver. So I clicked on it, and it was our guy Justin Pugh. He said he kind of reminds me of another number 13 I used to play with.
Right.
So I'm just going to out Pugh. I texted Pugh, and I sent him the link, and I said, are you out here comparing him to Odell? He goes, man, they were hounding me for some compliments, and I just kind of went with it. I was like, dude, you can't compare Christian Kirk to
Just
Odell.
give him Sterling Shepard.
He kind of reminds me of Sterling Shepard.
I can see that when you said it. I was like, yeah, they have a similar body
type.
They run.
They both have great control. Yeah. The only other thing was a note from the Raiders-Rams game. Raiders fans outnumbered the Rams fans 3-1, maybe 4 or 5-1 in the crowd of 55,000.
Wow.
So here they've taken all the teams to LA, except the one team from LA. And of the 55,000 fans in attendance for no starters on either team, about 35 to 40,000 of them were Raiders fans.
The Raiders.
There was an article that, man, the Rams looked really, the Rams fans were uncomfortable. There were so many Raiders fans.
That is hilarious. I didn't watch much of that game. It was on TV, and once I was like, damn, nobody's playing. I kind of went on with it. I'll give it a quick look before we do our Wednesday taping of the podcast, because I do want to see a few young guys. But, yeah, it's a weird city. I mean, it's a weird city.
It's a Raiders city. And now they're going to Vegas.
You're right.
All right, so 3 fan stuff, and obviously, again, if your teams were mentioned, we're going to get to it on Wednesday.
We'll get to it.
We'll do a deep dive. First one is Ziwali's World. The hypothetical of Khalil Mack joining the Packers makes me think about the impact that Reggie White had on the Pack in the 90s. What would a trade do to the Packers' outlook?
Yeah.
If the Packers got Khalil Mack, what does your mindset change with them in the season?
It does make them that much more dangerous. The Packers are another team I look at and go, who are the difference makers on their defense, really? Like, Clay Matthews he's solid.
The names that always come to my mind are Kenny Clark and Muhammad Wilkerson.
Right, and we have Mike Daniels.
Right. Those 3 guys,
they got to do some bump whooping because the middle linebacker, you got Oren Burks, who's a rookie, who's athletic.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're not going to sit here and say
he's Martinez.
Exactly right.
I don't think any of their safeties are physical, and a lot of their corners kind of scare me.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions there, certainly. I mean, Khalil Mack would bring them into the category of, okay, this is not just going to have to be Aaron Rodgers doing it all by himself. Now they got another guy who could make a game-changing play, 4 or 5 times during the year.
The Packers are interesting to me in a trade because of how they attacked the draft this year.
Right.
Moving down and then moving back up, and in essence coming away with Jair Alexander and a first-round pick, who they maybe have taken there. This new GM, Gutekunst, which I'm always afraid I'm going to say something inappropriate.
Brian.
BG, he looks like a guy that's willing to make moves. After a decade of Thompson, who said, we're going to draft who we draft.
Right. My only thing with that, go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was going to say they have 2 first-round picks next year.
I know. They could do it.
Would you give up two of those first-round picks next year for Khalil Mack? Not would you make the deal if you're the Raiders. Would you do that if you were the Packers?
Yeah, 2 first-round picks for Khalil Mack.
2 first-round picks next year for Khalil Mack. Would you do it?
All right, so this is my mind went here first.
Because the Packers got the picks.
They do. And my first thing is, how can you pay Aaron Rodgers and Khalil Mack? That was my first mind where it went, right? Where I was just like, damn, what are we going to do? We're going to pay them $70 million?
$70 million
and then
each
the other 51 guys get the $70 million left over? I mean, that's where that's where I think it might not be doable from that standpoint. Ah, man, 2 first-rounders for Khalil Mack.
Woo. In the same draft.
I know. I'd probably do it.
You would?
I probably would. Those first-rounders came from where? The Saints?
I think it was.
And then, of course, it's going to be their own. So you're going to have 2 first-round picks at the end of the first round, is which I would guess somewhere between 22 and 32 if you maybe forecast the season. I think the Packers will get in the playoffs in some capacity, and I think the Saints will too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. And so, yes, I would probably do it if that was the case. If money was no issue.
Raiders, would you do it?
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't do it if I'm the Raiders. I wouldn't. The Raiders, they got nothing they can hang their lunch pail on right now in that defense. Well, what else is there to it?
These young defensive line.
And I know the Jets were involved in Khalil Mack conversations as well.
Yes, we do know that.
We do know that, but that didn't happen.
Varsity Ginger 55.
Varsity Ginger.
Why isn't Zach Thomas in the Hall of Fame? 7 Pro Bowls, 5 All-Pros, around 1,100 tackles. Always remembered him right up there with Urlacher and Lewis as the best middle linebackers in the game.
I'm not going to put him in Ray Lewis's category, but I do think he is as good as Brian Urlacher. I do. I think he's a Hall of Fame middle linebacker. I really do. Zach Thomas, other than Ray Lewis, I think was also... He was the most intimidating linebacker I played against, just because his ability to call plays out was unbelievable. I mean, he was the best at calling plays out that I ever went against, let alone him being like a rocket. He is a muscle, and he's like 5'11", 6 foot, and could pack a punch, and really never came off the field. He's a Hall of Fame type player. He really is. I mean, it's to me, if you really ask me who's better between him and Urlacher, it's very close.
I'm realizing that there's this thing that happens with NFL players towards the end, where at the end of their career, they're constantly called a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
And then when they retire and then they have to wait 5 years, they're forgotten. Zach Thomas was one of those guys.
Yeah, you're right.
Where the rest of it, the second half of his career, he goes, this is a future Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Alan Faneca was like that. I would even say, like, Richardson, the fullback, was like that.
Sure.
Where people
dude, what?
Because when you're in year 12, 13, 14, you're still doing it.
That's happening with Larry Fitzgerald. This game didn't get...
Future Hall of Famer Larry Fitzgerald.
No doubt.
But then sometimes you get forgotten. And that's what seems like it's happening to Zach Thomas.
It does seem like I haven't even thought about his name. Brian Urlacher did not deserve to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Dude,
the
game just quit.
Yo, maybe the third year or something like that. Zach Thomas, I think that should be similar to him. He should be, 3-4 years, and then he should be in the mix as well. You know, those Dolphins teams, they had some good defenses. He had Jason Taylor on there.
Yeah.
And I would argue that in a lot of times you were more worried, if not, every bit as worried about Zach Thomas as you were Jason Taylor.
Do not forget about Sam Madison and Patrick Surtain.
I won't.
That was an amazing game.
Yeah, I know. Nick Saban, their head coach, there for a little while. I got to play against that group. But yeah, Zach Thomas was pretty amazing. I always say this about Brian Urlacher, like where I get into this, people might hate on me. Again, Urlacher's Hall of Fame. But there was a time period in
My stream can validate that I was on my phone.
where Urlacher was really good, but I'm just telling you, I don't think he was the best linebacker on the Bears. Where Lance Briggs was the guy that I know when we played in Tampa, we were worried about Urlacher, but we were more worried about Lance Briggs. he was the guy we were like, man, he can ruin the game, right?
He was the guy. It's funny how that happens.
All right, guys, we went deep into the film study there, so I hope you guys like that. We're going to be back on Wednesday, Thursday, and then tonight, Spanish Armada. That is Korea. And then Ravens, Bears.